Yes.
But you have no political party. How are you going to do that?
I have a political party. I have already declared that I'm running on the PDP platform because I've been in PDP for many years. Yes, I've been a member of PDP. What took me to PDP was actually, the truth is that I have done my utmost best not to get into the fray. I have political skills. I have leadership skills. In my community, it's well recognized. I've been president of anything. You can be president, town union, clubs, everything. And I know how to lead people to seek good for our community. So they know me, and all over, like from schools I've run. That's why I've been chairman of MAN, president of NECAM, NEH. I have leadership skills that are politically savvy. But I do not like the way Nigerian politics is organized. So I told myself I want to go to heaven, and I didn't think the route to heaven, one of the routes is the political route in Nigeria. So luckily I was running my career in the industry. So that also happened. 91, wanted to make me a commissioner. But by the grace of God, the prayers of my wife and I, it failed. And there have been such things. So when my younger brother in 1998 showed interest in 98-99 showed interest in politics, I was pleased because that was going to take the pressure slightly out of me. So I can do other things, community development and corporate and do advocacy. So he joined PDP from UNCP to PDP. To be able to be part, to support him and be where decisions are made, we joined the party. So in my state, I'm known, and even in the federal, because if you check my CV, I've held political offices in boards, national and state, several, from Ojus Okalo's time in the state till now. I'm holding. Today I'm the chairman of the Private Public Partnership Stroke Investment Promotion Council in Nigeria State. I'm the chairman. I've been chairman of the teaching hospital, chairman of the Polytechnic. In the federal, I've been on several boards and several presidential advisory councils. They don't invite you to those committees if you do not have some political affiliation. So, but I was like the support advisory area. Tell people what to do, teach them what to do, formulate policies, advocate vision 2010, 2020. So that's where I've worked. So I've been in the party. So when I now decided that I was going to run, I decided also to say, God, show me the path. And in my mind, I have a lead in that I should use the PDP platform. That's the platform. I've declared it. If you haven't heard it, I declared it since November 8th. Last year, I declared I was going to run on the PDP platform. I'm a member of the party.
Yeah, we have always known you as a very active person.
Yeah.
The idea of the PDP just coming to me. I know you are declared.
Yeah.
But that aside, politics in Nigeria, especially at the presidential level, is not only about goodwill or having ideas and other things. War chest in terms of money.
Yeah.
And all those other intrigues they call structures.
Yeah.
How are you prepared to go into the fray?
Well, you see, when new things have to happen, the rules begin to change. They may not be visible. When Jesus was to be born, God used a virgin. It was counterintuitive. When there was a time for deliverance of the people of Israel, God sent a stammerer, a fugitive called Moses. When the Philistines were molesting the Israelites and nobody could stand Goliath, one lad who had no experience in human warfare called David. I'm speaking in this way because first, I'm a Christian. Second, I believe in the power of God, that he rules in heaven and rules on earth. Thirdly, is that my coming out has a motivation that I believe is divine. permits me to say so. So I'm trusting that some of those things that define our politics will begin to mellow. Because if we continue to do Nigerian politics just the way it's being done, heavy chest, war chest, stolen money, or money that has been gotten from the devil somewhere, where you go and sign agreements and sell your soul, so that when you become governor or president, they put a pipe and start collecting their money back. And you can't do roads, you can't do bridges, you can't do lights. This country will not change. So there are things that are important. Yes, if you want to do politics everywhere, in the United Kingdom, you need money. But in the United Kingdom, United States, it doesn't have to be your money. It has to be the money of those who believe in your support. So we may not have heavy war chest as individuals, but when you combine our efforts of the people who believe in our cause and who are supporting us, we will be able to confront whoever comes ahead of us. Secondly, I think Nigerians are becoming slightly wiser. That's my thinking, that money is not all. They've collected money severally, but their lives have not changed. When God gave us this vision of Vision 2023, the new Nigeria, so we should back the new Nigeria. We've gone around the country establishing the new Nigeria group. We have it at 6 states. I've had the opportunity to interact with different people in the country at different levels, political, non-political, and I find that there's a yearning for a new thing. We call it a true change, not the type of change that came in 2015. People are tired, north, south, east, west, Christian, Muslims, and they are beginning to say that these same people that come to us with this same story and give us money, if they come again, we shall take their money, but we are going to be more sensitive. That's what I hear. Will it translate to that? Only time will tell. But for me, what you need to win an election are as follows: an ideology, ability to sell that ideology to a critical number of people, and fourthly, ability to network and link up with stakeholders to be able to see your point of view, to see the value you are going to bring, and then of course to now generate the resources that is needed to do critical things. And critical things you must do. So I believe we have formatted ourselves and working along those lines. And I have a high level of confidence. You won't believe I've done 36 states of Nigeria first round. I'm doing the second round. The first round was establishing the new Nigeria group chapters. Now I am going to visit the political groups. And the last 1 month or two, I've been to Imo. I've met with the PDP leadership in Imo, in Abia, in Anambra, in Cross River, in Adamawa, and so forth. Day after tomorrow, I'll be in the north. I'm going to Nasarawa, and so forth. I'll soon be going to Taraba. I'm meeting with the leadership, the party leadership, local government leadership, expressing my interest and letting them know who I am. I'm not a known political person. That has its disadvantage, it also has its advantage. I'm playing up on the advantage side, but that's why I'm working perhaps a little bit harder than those who are known names, who are sending people flying around the country and creating waves. But I have a confidence in my heart that I am offering Nigeria what they've never had in the right quantities and proportion. And the choice is theirs to make, either to accept it or not to. But at the end, the prayers of the innocent in Nigeria, the prayers of the widows and the widowers, the prayers of the orphans, the prayers, in fact, the voice of the blood of the innocent that has been shed ceaselessly in this country, have cried to God. And I have a believing in my heart that God has had the prayer. And it's about to intervene in our country. And in doing so, certain unusual things may happen.